Welcome back to Mechanical Measurements and Metrology class. In this session, we will discuss the measurement of effective diameter, that means pitch diameter, using three-wire method. So derivation we will going to discuss today. First, we will discuss the terminologies, what and all we use here, notations. First, theta. Theta is the angle of the thread. We know that this is the angle of the thread between the lines. And the R is the radius of wire, the wire which we use to measure the diameter. This is the radius of the wire. H is the depth of thread from the height of the crest to the root. That is a perpendicular distance of the thread. That is the depth of thread. And D is the major diameter. So major diameter is distance between the crest to the bottom crest. And M is the diameter over the wires. So diameter over the wires, that is from the top of the wire to bottom one more. This is like here bottom of the wire between these two wire top of the wires. And that is the diameter over the wires, and E is the effective diameter, that is the effective diameter, that means the pitch diameter, and D is the diameter of wires. So this is the diameter of the wire, we can say it is small d, and H is the height of the center of the wire or rod from the effective diameter. That means here the height from the pitch line to the center, this distance is known as small h, that is over the pitch line, the distance between the this pitch line to the center of the wire or rod. So this height is known as h. Just coming to the derivation, first we will take this one side of the wire, and we will take the triangle ABD. So we will take ABD complete triangle. So what happens if you take the ABD triangle here? The angle, we know that there is a half, that is theta by 2, and here the opposite and hypotenuse. We want the AD distance because we need to calculate the AC distance here. As we need to calculate the distance AD, because in the next steps we need this distance. So that's why we will take this triangle hypotenuse and opposite. We know sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So if you want to get the AD, so hypotenuse by opposite we need to get, that is a cosecant theta, we will get it. So cosecant theta AD equal to AB cosecant theta by 2. That means here AB is a denominator. When we send to the other side, it will become here AB into cosecant theta by 2. And we know that this AB is a radius. So radius we can give it in the terms of diameter, that is d by 2 we can write it. That's why this equation will next up d by 2 cosecant theta by 2. And after that we will consider the next this small triangle here DEI. We will take the triangle DEI. We will get the distance here in the form of h. We know that height, so we will get the IE. H is adjacent and opposite. If you write the equation in the form of adjacent opposite, we need tan theta, and tan theta is opposite by adjacent, but we want adjacent IE, that means h. So that's why we will take the cot theta. So cot theta will become equal to DE, because that is coming in the denominator. If you send that to the other side, it will become opposite here DE into cot theta by 2. And now we know that DE, so that is half of the pitch, because it is dividing exactly at the middle. So total distance between the root, we know that is a pitch, and if you take that, it will become half of that. So we can write it as P by 2. Pitch will be denoted by P. So then this DE can be replaced with by P by 2. So then this H equal to P by 2 into cot theta by 2. So now we got that AD, and next we will take this line AD. So we can write down CD, we can get it by half of the height, because this is dividing at the pitch line. So CD we can write it as half of the H. And then we know that H is the value we derived here, P by 2 into cot theta by 2. So then this H in the place of H we can write down this P by 1 half will become P by 4 and cot theta by 2. And next after that we know that further this H, this height, it can be written in the form of AD minus CD. So because we know the AD distance we calculated here, and CD distance we written here. So then this height between the pitch line to the center, we can denote H, we can be given in the form of AD minus CD. AD value, we can put this AD value here, and CD value we got it, we can put it here. Then the equation will become h equal to d by 2 cosecant theta by 2 minus p by 4 into cot theta. And next, further we will come to here, we will take the final distance over the wires. We can take the distance over the wire m equal to E is the effective diameter, that is the pitch diameter. We can take it E plus the 2h, that means this is the effective that is a pitch line. If you want to get the total distance from the pitch line to this, so that will be the height. This is the h, we know that h plus r. H is the one side. If you want to take the bottom wire also, this h will become 2h, and from A to the periphery, this is the distance r. We can take it one side wire, that means top side 1 r and bottom side another r, so they totally r plus r, it will become 2r. And now we can further simplify. Next, if we put the values of h and h here, so we in the place of h we can got the derivations from the previous step. We know that value, so that will be r cosecant theta by 2 minus p by 4 cot theta by 2 plus 2r. And here r d by 2 it was there, but we simplified because here the r is there already, so that's why we return in place of d by 2 we return the r. And next we'll taking the common, so directly if you multiply the 2 to this one, and here p by 4 will become p by 2 cot theta by 2, and here we will take the common between 2r to this term 2r cosecant theta by 2. If you take this one term, if you take the 2r common outside, then it will become 1 plus cosecant theta by 2 and minus p by 4. This 2 will multiplies will become 2 p by 2 cot theta by 2. And after finishing this, we know that directly we can put the m equal to 2r can be written as d, that is a distance over the thread. We can take it as m equal to e plus d into 1 plus cosecant theta by 2 minus p by 2 cot theta by 2. And next, for a without thread, we know the angle. So angle is 55 and the depth of thread is 0.64 p. And now if you put that value here, and we know that E equal to d minus this depth of thread, so that will d minus 0.64 p, and in the place of cosecant theta, if you put that value 55 degree, it will simplify to 2.1657, and cot theta will become 1.921. If you put this value in this equation, and we will get that d minus 0.64 p plus d into 1 plus 2.1657 minus p by 2 into 1.921, and then after simplifying, m equal to d plus 3.1657 d minus 1.6005 p. This is for without thread. And same if you use it for the metric threads. Metric thread, we know that angle is 60 degree, and for the depth of thread is 0.6495 p, and angle is 60 degree, and then E will be effective diameter will become d minus 0.6495 p, and then if you put the theta value here, cosecant theta will become 2 and cot theta by 2 will become 1.732. If you put that value here, then it will become m equal to d minus 0.6495 p plus d into 1 plus 2 minus p by 2 into 1.732. Then after simplifying, so we can get that equation m equal to d plus 3d minus 1.5155 p. So this is for a metric thread. So like this we can derive by using 3-wire method, we will get the effective diameter and also the diameter over the threads.